You are listening to Chauntel Radio, where you learn to love yourself and become the best you, personally, romantically, and professionally. Listener discretion is advised. I am your host, Chauntel, and I'm excited to get on the phone lines with you. If you live in the U.S., call us at 646-929-1389, or you can log on to AskChauntel.com and click Contact. But remember to keep your emails brief and to the point, and we will do our best to answer them as part of the show today. Again, the number is 646-929-1389. Hey guys, here are some excerpts from today's Chauntel radio show. Feel free to call in. I would love to talk to you. Please excuse my audio. It was a little jumpy in some areas, but I definitely want to share the show with you today because I felt like it was a great show. I also want to let you know that I'm going to be starting the radio show later, going forward at 8 p.m., so that more of you can get involved in it. Continue to send me your questions through email, Facebook, and even YouTube. I will answer them from here as well. I'm going to go ahead and read the question that I was responding to at the beginning because it was a little jumpy when I read it on the radio show, and I want to make sure that you guys get it. So the question is from Jordan, and I'm going to read it. She says, I'm not ashamed of it or anything, but I've never been kissed and I'm 19. I've dated, but we kissed. It wasn't meaningful. What I mean is it's not anything I consider a kiss. They were more like pecks. I have everything going for me now. I just finished my first year of college a couple of months ago. My grades are really good, and I have an abundance of people who care, love me. I've dated 2 guys, but never been in a serious relationship. I do believe that good things come to those who wait, and God knows what's best for me as well. I always used to get the guys who would crush on me, but would tell me right before we would graduate, and I probably will never see them again. Sometimes I wonder if it's me or it's guys. I'm pretty outgoing, and others believe that I'm a beautiful young woman. I'm not saying that I want to be in a relationship right now, but do you think that it's because of me, or is this just how guys think?
Okay. There is no time limit on when it's appropriate or when you're going to get your first kiss that is going to be off your feet. I think when we are girls, especially the kind of girl that you are, from reading your question, I really relate to you. Okay, we're the kind of girls that we want that kiss that is so amazing. It's like pop your foot up amazing, okay? Like I have met my knight in shining armor, and, you know, we have just had the most amazing kiss ever. It takes my brain away somewhere far, and I just imagine, you know, the sun going down and the birds flying by, and just, you know, you just imagine this amazing thing, and that's what you're looking for, okay? Now, sometimes you can get that from the guy that you are dating and you just so happen to, you know, meet along the way. But many times the type of kiss that you are seeking and that experience that you're seeking, you're going to get that from a relationship with somebody that you actually care about, because that's when it makes it more special and meaningful. However, I don't want you to think that just because you just finished your first year of college and because you're 19 that automatically there's something wrong with you because you haven't had this amazing kiss yet. Because, you know, we all grow at different stages and times of maturity, and maybe those guys that were attracted to you just didn't know how to approach you, and they finally kind of went after it. And, you know, those guys from high school that you're talking about, and they waited too long and too late, and it's like, okay, well, you should have told me earlier. But that's a whole other issue. Don't wait until the last minute to know that they were attracted to you, that means anything less of you. Really, what you're dealing with is a situation where you're intelligent, you're beautiful, you have confidence, and therefore men can be intimidated by that. So instead of trying to figure out if there's something wrong with you or if this is a guy thing, you need to think about this differently. I want you to start to realize that all that beauty, all those smarts, and everything that you are is very valuable to a man, and any man would be happy to have you, okay? But the problem is the way that you may be presenting yourself to them, okay? Because you have all these wonderful qualities, men may be kind of apprehensive about approaching you because they don't know how. So you should make this a little bit easier for them. You should have more open body language. You should say hello times. You should make yourself more approachable. And you make yourself approachable by doing those things, by smiling, by starting conversations, by putting yourself in situations where you're social and easy to approach. And you'd be surprised what a smile can do, okay, and helping a guy. Because sometimes guys are just looking for a girl to give a signal. They're looking for a girl to say, it's okay. And a smile alone can really do that. But I don't want you to think that you have to change who you are or be different or that something's wrong with you because men aren't approaching you like so quickly, okay? You need to first embrace who you are, because that confidence that you need to be embracing is what the man is going to be attracted to. If you seem insecure or kind of put back, they're not going to be as attracted to you. So you need to be confident in who you are and be approachable. Those two things together, you're going to attract so many more. And I do believe, that good things do come to those who wait, and I believe strongly in the Bible, and the Bible refers to he that findeth a wife findeth a good thing, okay? But don't get so caught up in that you don't put yourself in situations where you can be found, okay? Sometimes we get caught up in a routine where we go home, we go to work, we go to school. We go home, we go to work, we go to school. And we never put ourselves in a situation where, we're able to meet new people. A lot of times you meet through other friends or other engagements or other things that you're doing. And simply conversation, I cannot tell you how many people that I have met and that I have had networked with just from saying hello and just from being bold and confident. And, sometimes it's not easy to do that, especially if you are a person who can be easily hurt. You may be more likely to keep to yourself, and that's easier, but that isn't always the best way to go about it. Sometimes you just have to go after it, and you just have to tackle life, and you just have to, like I say, go in holding up your bootstraps, and you just do it. There's many times that I've been at networking events and I've come into contact with people, and I was so afraid, to even especially when they were at the top of some amazing company, I'm just throw out a name out there so that you can understand kind of where I'm at. This happened to me when I was in a booking event for Universal, and there was lots of top executives there. And there was a line out the door for people to talk to one person, or it's like I was fighting for attention. And the personality I have was I wanted to hold back, But I said, no, Chauntel, you're going to go into this with a positive attitude. You're going to meet this person. You're going to shake their hand. You're going to make an impression on them. You're going to keep in touch with them. And so I had to push through it, and that's the same thing that you have to do. Sometimes you're not going to want to approach that person or say hello or smile because you're afraid of the rejection that could happen as a result. There's so many people where I will say hello and they'll just act like they didn't hear me and they'll keep walking. There's so many people that I've smiled at that just looked at me and looked away. But I decided, who cares? You know what? This is my life, and I'm going to take it on the best way that I can, and I'm going to, for all those no's that I get, eventually I'm going to get a yes. And that's the same approach that you have to have with your dating life. You got to put yourself in situations where you're going to meet amazing people, and you got to be confident and you got to be approachable. And I think that's the best way that I can respond to your question. But please, whatever you do, do not change your outlook. Know that when it is time for you to meet that right guy, that you will. And good things do come to those who wait. And continue to be smart, intelligent, and beautiful, okay? So thank you so much for asking that question. If you guys like to respond to what I just said to Jordan, please call in and give me your opinion or give me your opinion on the topic, Intelligent Girls Finish Last. The number to call in is 646-929-1389. I will also answer any questions that you might have. I would like to now read a question that I got in my email this week, and it is from Africa, from Kenya. I'm so excited, and it's from Sheree, and he's 14. Okay, so he says, I'm a very shy guy when it comes to talking to girls face-to-face and sometimes stammer when talking to girls who I like. Can you please help me and tell me what I should do? Shrey, wow. You know what? This is a question I get. I get this so very often, this type of question. I did a video on a question, it's basically for shy, quiet guys. I did one on how to talk to women, conversation topics. I did one on, what was the other one? The other one was on, how to talk to women when you're nervous or shy. So pretty much all these topics, and I've done lots of videos on this. And I'm saying that because I want you to go check those videos out, but I'm going to go ahead and answer your question. When it comes to being shy, okay, every one of us has an area of our life. I don't care if it's the most confident person that we're shy in. So everyone has insecurities about something, okay? It could be physical, it could be emotional, it can be all different types of things, okay? There's all of our life where we may be more confident than not. This will be really confident in. And so since you know that you're not alone, okay? It's not a guy thing. It's not a girl thing. We all deal with it. When you begin talking, sometimes you're going to stammer. Now, me personally, I've had that experience myself more recently, more often than I would like. I was able to give a speech at my graduation when I graduated from Cal State Fullerton with my bachelor's degree, and I had my speech, and I knew exactly what I was going to say. I had the paper in front of me, and I was reading that thing, and, you know, I was used to getting up in front of people since I was a little girl because I would sing at church and I would give inspirational messages and I would do presentations in class. So I am no, amateur in speaking because I'm always having opportunity. God is always providing me with opportunities to speak. But that doesn't mean that when I got up in front of those people and I started reading my speech that I didn't stammer, because I did, okay? But you know what? It's the way that I recovered from it that made it better. And I did. I read the speech. I made a mistake and kept going. And people will respect you so much more if you just keep going. It's just like a girl on the runway when she's walking down the runway and say that she's holding a scarf or she's holding a jacket and she's showing it off and she accidentally drops it. How does she recover from that? Does she make a face that's like, oops, I just did that, okay? Obviously, we know that she just did it. Or does she go pick up the jacket and keep walking? So that's what you have to do. You have to continue to embrace who you are, know that it's okay for you to stammer a little bit, be confident in yourself, and keep doing it. And eventually you're going to meet a girl that's going to think it's cute and appreciate you. And we have a caller. I'm going to pick it up right now. Hello, you're live on Chauntel Radio.
What's up, baby? What you doing?
What's up? I was just answering a question about a guy who is shy about talking to girls. Guys, this is my husband on the line.
What's up, girl? You know I miss you, right?
I miss you, too.
Don't start getting all unprofessional on me because I'm on the phone.
Was hard to do. Okay, well, let me ask you the question that I posed for today, okay? The question is... Okay, the question is, do intelligent girls finish last? Okay? And basically, I got a question from a girl who is 19, who just finished her first year of college, and she keeps getting friend-zoned, okay? So what can girls do to not intimidate men if they are, quote-unquote, intelligent or smart? What's your opinion on it? If you have an opinion.
I really don't think that's the girl's fault. I think it's just the man that she thinks is attracted to. I said I don't think that's the girl's fault. I think that's either the man that she's attracted to or the men that are approaching her. She just needs to find the right man that's on her level, that's able to relate to where she's at.
Very nicely said. I mean, how can we say that better? Okay, the next question that I asked was from this guy from Africa, and he basically says that when he goes up to girls, they're always stammering. Okay, he's always stammering. He's not confident. So what advice would you give a guy like that? Like to walk up to something, and when he does, he's like stuttering. He doesn't know how to talk to them. What would you say to him?
Hold on right quick. Someone's on the other line.
Oh, he's picking up lines while he's on the radio show, you guys. You see what I have to deal with. But the good thing about him is he's pretty short-winded. He'll just give his opinion and just straightforward to the point. Me, I can go on and on. So what can I say? I'm a talker. But if you guys would like to call in, I'll give you the number again. The number is 646-929-1389. And I love these questions because so many people can relate to them. And, you're just not alone. You're not alone in your...
Tell the guy, I got to go back to work. So he's like, I
okay.
got to go back to work. But tell him if he's stammering when he's talking to women, my advice to him is to learn how to be confident with who he is and just be himself around women. First, he needs to learn how to accept himself and the type of person that he is in order for him to be confident enough to talk to women. Because if you don't have confidence in yourself, then women are going to be able to sense that you're not a confident man or whatever, and, then they're not going to like that. So anyway, I got back to work. I love you. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Beautiful. Love you. Bye. I believe he said what I said, right? That's the male and the female perspective. See, I told him he should come on my show a long time ago, but... Anyway, I think the radio's better because he likes to talk more so than he likes to be on camera, so I feel like it works out well. But thank you, honey, for calling in. I feel that you gave some insight. And from a male perspective, and I think it pretty much goes across the board, women don't like men who can't be confident in themselves. If you can't take yourself seriously, then I'm not going to take you seriously. So I think that he said it all, and you just have to be confident. And if you are going to stammer and you are going to stutter, okay, who cares? Just keep doing it anyway. And eventually it'll get easier, and eventually you'll do better. And also that what he said to Jordan was also true. There's a guy out there that would appreciate who you are and what you're about. And that's not to be anything to be taken for granted, okay? Because as you grow, you continue to change and develop into who you are. And you have to find somebody that's going to grow with you and accept you for who you are and go through that process. And I think that also being confident in yourself and being approachable will help greatly with this, okay? I have another question I got in my email, and I'm going to answer it. It's from Kyle, and he is 14, and he is from Great Britain, okay? He has been in a relationship for 18 months, and he writes, "Hey, Chauntel, I've been watching your videos since 2010, and I felt you are the right person to ask. My girlfriend now lives in America, and I have seen her in about 8 months, and I'm going to see her in a few days. I'm worried as to how it will turn out, and I would like to ask how I should act and what to do once I see her. Thanks a bunch, Kyle." This is such a cute question, and I think it's a great question to kind of ending the show with as we're getting closer to the end of the show today. And you guys, please, 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 if you have a question, call in and ask it live because I'd love to talk to you at 646-929-1389. You can either comment on the topic today or you can just ask a question that's completely unrelated or even respond to any of the stories or the questions that I've gotten today. So, Kyle, thank you, first of all, for your I am just elated that I've been able to help you and that you've been watching my show since you were 11, and I think that is just amazing. I'm overjoyed. When it comes to your girlfriend, okay, she's going to be so excited to see you. long. So they have been 18 months, and so it's been 18 months since they've seen each other. She is so in love with you, so no matter what you do, she's going to be happy just to have you there. But if I were you, this is what I would do. I would plan something, okay? Figure out where she lives at. Find something that's local. You are only 14, so it's not like you have a lot of money. So you've got to find like a really nice park, or, you know, if she lives near a beach or something like that, that would be great too. Set up some type of nice little picnic for her. You know, get the blanket and make the food. You know, you can do Subway if you want, or you can make the sandwiches. Get some things that she likes together. Write her a letter, okay, that is very heartfelt. You can read the letter to her. And also when you leave, because you're not going to be there forever, you're going to be leaving, leave with her a letter. And you know what would also be a gift for your situation? Take a photo that you guys have taken together, and if you guys want to, go develop, get a picture frame, put it in a picture frame, and give it to her, and write something that she can read after you are gone, okay? But that picnic will be a really great idea. I'm so excited, you guys, for Chauntel Radio, and we're starting next week at 8 p.m., same day on Thursdays. I am so elated about the questions that I got this week. They're so amazing. And you guys can go check out the YouTube channel if you haven't, youtube.com/AskChauntel. The newsletter comes out weekly. I was sending out on Fridays, but we're going to go ahead and change that. We're just going to say you're going to get it once a week because I want to include as much information as I can. And sometimes I do things on Fridays like Chauntel Fun Fridays. So you got to check that out. But I love you guys. Thank you for listening. You are amazing, and I wish you to have the best weekend and the best week until next week at 8 p.m. on Blog Talk Radio. Hugs and kisses.
This program is designed to provide accurate and authoritative information with regard to the subject matter covered. This information is given with the understanding that neither the host nor the station is responsible in giving professional advice. Since your particular situation is unique, you should additionally seek the advice and services of a competent professional.